Our organization is able to continue to grow and prosper because of the generous support of industry leaders and friends of the FFA. This year, we were once again pleased to participate in Arbor One's Sporting Clays event hosted by Arbor One. Now here to bring greetings tonight from Arbor One is Mr. Jason Creamer and Mr. Charles Vernon.
Once again, it's an honor to be with you at the state convention in the presentation of this check and kind of recap the results of Aim at Ag. I know I do this most every year, but I have to do it. Arbor One Farm Credit is part of the Farm Credit system. It's a national system that works to provide financial products to farmers and people involved in the timber industry. We've been around for over 100 years now, and for a long time we've always supported FFA, and because they were the future. They were our customers 10 years from now, 20 years from now, or 5 years from now. So we've always had an involvement in the program, but a group of us, including Charles and myself, were challenged a few years ago, said, how about you guys try to go above and beyond? How about you take your support to the next step? How about do something a little bit extra? So we came up with the idea for Aim at Ag. It's a Sporting Clays tournament. So it's like, let's do something that involves, you know, fun, guns, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it worked out great. So our first year we tried it out. It was successful beyond our imagination, and every year since then it seems like it just gets better and better. And when we started it, I had no idea it would be where it is today. So I want to say a thank you to all those that come out and help us with the event the day of, that kind of help us work with it, the students that come and participate, and most importantly, our sponsors. It means a lot to me. Every year when we go to fundraise, and Charles is always our biggest fundraiser, but he and I get the same stories all the time when we go to a sponsor and say, can you help us out? This is where the money's going. And people pull out their checkbook and say, you know what? That organization meant a lot to me. And I'm one of those too. I've been on this stage, I've been in those seats as a high school student, been on this stage as a high school student, spent my 4 years at Belton Honeopath High School, involved with the FFA program there. I always joke, whenever somebody that I know meets Mr. Stevens, I'm saying, you know, that's my high school second dad. You know, that he was that for me. And so the organization made such a large impact in my life when I was in high school and post-high school. And the same is true for most of our sponsors, most of our supporters. And they want you to know, and I want you to know, that we believe in you, and that what you do right now, your involvement in FFA, everything that you learn, your experiences matter down the road. I can't express it enough where I am right now in my career, personal life, everything. How much my time in FFA impacted that. So it's an honor for me to give back and to be part of this, be part of Aim at Ag. Now Charles is going to come and tell you a little bit about the results from this past year as well as the upcoming event. Charles.
I just got to tell you, I wasn't fortunate enough to have FFA at any of my schools, and I'm so excited to come to this every year. I'm really jealous that y'all have this opportunity. It's such a special thing that you have, and I couldn't be more proud to support an organization such as yours. I want you to give yourself a round of applause. We've been applauding a lot of other people, but we're here for you, and I just want y'all to know that I really love this event and this organization. And as Jason said, we started this 6 years ago, and it has just absolutely been amazing, the amount of success that we've experienced and been able to provide back to y'all. We've started this event and we divide the proceeds amongst FFA and 4-H, and we've been really on an exponential growth. And we started off with just, a few shooters, and last year, every year over year, we've gotten bigger and better, both attendance and money. And that's really neat to see. And we've had a lot of participation amongst the youth. We have a lot of FFA shooting teams come out, volunteers. We thank y'all for that. This past year was our biggest and best year yet. We had 169 individual shooters. That just represented a portion of the attendance. We had over 300 people there. That's a lot of barbecue to feed, and y'all eat a lot. It's an amazing event. If you haven't been, we want you to come. This year's event is going to be September 30th, and we're going to switch venues. For those of you that have been, it's traditionally been at Black River Sporting Clays. We're going to do it at Backwoods Quail Club in Georgetown for a little bit of a fresh view of it. But let's get down to what we're really here for. I'm excited to present a check to the South Carolina FFA this year from our 6th annual Aim at Ag tournament. Somebody's going to come out for $20,000. This represents half of the proceeds that we raised off the event, and what's really cool is that this year brought us over $200,000 for 6 events that we've been able to divide amongst both Clemson Extension programs. So we're really excited, and we hope this helps you, and thank y'all for your time.
Mr. Creamer and Mr. Vernon, thank you so much for Arbor One's dedicated support to our organization for so many years. We are so grateful. It is because of your generous support that we can host our convention here at the Brooks Center to a minimum cost to our members. So I'd like to present you with this token of our appreciation.